Obviously, I didn't want to have to make this video. As a YouTuber, I really don't look at myself as a big time YouTuber. Obviously, I'm not a big time YouTuber, but just as a fan of a team, you don't like to make these type of videos. But yes, you have to sometimes, because not every time you win. So this is a review of the Miami Heat losing to the LA Lakers 4-2. We lost in Game 6, which closed the series out, and the Lakers win the championship. I was thinking about retiring on YouTube mid-pandemic, because I was like, man, I'm not, I don't even get the views I used to when I first started this YouTube channel. I mean, it wasn't that much, but it was something. But, there's a lot of people that used to support me on this channel that don't even, support me. And, my passion was kind of dying out again for the Heat. I had that problem probably like 5 years ago when I had my first YouTube channel. And, my passion died out, and I pretty much, I deleted that channel because I was like, there's no point. Plus, we weren't winning at all either. We were a contending team, but, we were a playoff contending team, but that's about it. Yeah. So, anyway, during the pandemic, I was thinking about, why not just, it's a pandemic. The season is pretty much over with. Should I retire? But I told myself, nah, because I felt like the Heat were going to do something. I felt like they were going to shock a lot of people in this bubble. And I was right. I felt like the bubble was made for a team like the Miami Heat. Sorry, I'm drinking something. I feel like, yeah, the bubble was made for the Miami Heat. A lot of people don't realize that the Miami Heat were actually training. They were one of the few teams in the NBA bubble that were training during the pandemic. You got teams like the champions. You got the champs. They didn't train. Hell, they didn't even want to be in the NBA bubble. They chose not to be in the NBA bubble, which is crazy. The Clippers, they chose not to be in the NBA bubble. It was the Bucks. They didn't want to be in the NBA. There's a lot of teams that didn't want to even be in the NBA bubble. The Heat were one of those few teams that wanted to be here. And I felt like this was just a perfect storm for us to win a championship and just shock the whole world. And let's be honest, we did shock a lot of people, because a lot of people didn't see us getting here, if we're going to be honest. A lot of, casual NBA fans, hell, even some hardcore fans, did not see the Miami Heat getting to the finals, which is an accomplishment itself, considering, the NBA media, ESPN, all those sport outlets, they trash us. They trash us. Even the rankings for the next year that already came out, the very early rankings, they got the Heat as number 9. Guess who's ahead of us? The Lakers, the Clippers, the Nuggets, the Bucks that we beat, the Celtics that we beat, the Sixers that we're obviously better than, the Warriors that didn't even make the playoffs this year. And I forgot it was another team that was in front of us. I don't know if that was, I think it was, I already said Philly. I think it was another team that was in front. But the point is, 3 Eastern Conference teams were in front of us. And that's the Bucks that we beat, the Celtics that we beat, and Philly that were obviously better than, that we beat, 2 times this season? Maybe 3? We had a winning record against them. The disrespect that this team gets, it's just alarming. We just made a fucking NBA Finals, and we're already ranked number 9. as in teams to get back to the NBA Finals or be a contender. That is just very, very disrespectful. Like, how does a team that just went to the NBA Finals is ranked number 9 with the Brooklyn Nets behind them? And I understand you got Kyrie and Kevin Durant, but the Brooklyn Nets were a shitty team last year. And who knows, Kevin Durant may never be the same. Kyrie Irving is injury prone, but they're right behind us. We're ahead of them by 1 game. Are you serious? The disrespect, the Philadelphia 76ers are better than us. The disrespect that the Miami Heat continues to get from the NBA media is alarming. We could have swept the Lakers this year in the NBA Finals, and we would have still probably not even made correct. We'll probably be top 5 to make it back to the championship next year. It's disgusting how disrespected we get year in and year out, and it's been this way since LeBron's left this team. It's ridiculous, and it's a shame. It really is. But let me get back on topic, guys. I done blew 6 minutes talking about bullshit. We lost the series. We worked hard. Jimmy Butler had an excellent NBA Finals series. You know, just legendary. His stats were off the chart. You know, the game 6 he didn't show up really, but I mean he was tired. I mean, I understand. Whatever. But this team is hungry. I think this team's gonna they're gonna make it back because they're hungry. They know what defeat tastes like now. Now that you know what defeat tastes like, you get back up to that spot and you go win. That's how I see it. The LA Lakers, whatever, you know. I'm sure all the fucking the Laker fans are happy and this and that. I'm so sick of that purple and gold bullshit, Laker Nation garbage. I'm gonna be honest, guys. I don't like the Lakers at all. I don't like the fan base. I don't, you know, LeBron James is an ass. But I get it. It was for Kobe. You know, I got a few number statistics for you guys that's gonna wow you guys. So we lost by 13 points to the Lakers, right? Guess what draft pick Kobe was in 1996? He was draft pick 13. LeBron James is in his 17th season. The LA Lakers franchise win their 17th championship. Look at that correlation. What's another stat I found or thought of? This is a big one. Kobe Bryant jersey number was 24, right? 24 and 8, right? Those his 2 numbers, right, for his career. They won 4-2 to us, right? If you flip that number around, it's 24. And then think about this for number 8. You got 4 times 2 is 8. It's pretty interesting, right? Or you can do it like this. You got the 2, right? And 2 4s are what? 8, right? There you go. You know, it's pretty interesting how things can be scripted. And hey, it is what it is. You know, they want it, whatever. For Kobe, whatever. I'm just saying. I wasn't born yesterday. I see stuff like that and I just think, wow. Okay. But back to reality. You know, that's my little conspiracy theory side coming out again. But back to reality, you know, it is what it is. We lost. LeBron James gets away with another super team. And I know what you guys are going to say. Oh, you're a Heat fan. You know, don't talk this bullshit now when you're at the Big Three. I never liked the Big Three, guys. I'm going to be honest. Was it good? Was it a good ride? Yes, but I was a D Wade fan, guys. I never liked it when LeBron came to the Miami Heat and he took over. I didn't like that. It pissed me off when Dwayne Wade was passive and just let LeBron take over. I didn't like that shit at all. This is Dwayne Wade's franchise. And you know, I love winning championships. I like winning, obviously. It was great years that we had. We only had 2 years, but whatever. We should have three-peated, but we didn't. Not even partially, more because LeBron James didn't show up in 2011, but we'll talk about that later. You can call me salty. I don't give a fuck. It is what it is. He choked in 2011, and we lost. But my point is, I don't like this super team bullshit. I'm so sick of it. Or dynamic duo. Just bringing 2 fucking top 10 stars together. Of course they're going to win every fucking thing. There's, like, seriously, bro. And I'm getting tired of it, man. LeBron does this everywhere he goes. Kevin Durant did it. I'm so tired of it, man. Why can't teams be like the Miami Heat? Hell, even much as I hate the Celtics, why can't teams be like the Boston Celtics? Why can't teams be like those 2 or the Spurs? Be like those franchises. Build the team up from the draft. Really go to state too. I mean, before they got Kevin Durant. But the point is, why can't teams be like that? Just build the players up from the ground. That Lakers team traded Brandon Ingram, a guy they drafted, D'Angelo Russell, a guy they drafted, Lonzo Ball, a guy they drafted, Julius Randle, a guy they drafted, Larry Nance. That was a young core. Larry Nance, Jordan Clarkson. That was a young Zubac. That was a young core that was building to be a potential playoff team. And they just traded all those guys. Hell, they could have even traded a potential Zion Williamson or RJ Barrett for Anthony Davis. Like, they just blew that young core up. Pretty much just kept Kyle Kuzma, who is inconsistent as anyway, and basically put a bunch of veterans on that team. That team became the youngest team, one of the youngest teams in the NBA, to the oldest team within a year span when LeBron got there. That's ridiculous, man. If I'm a Laker fan, yeah, you may enjoy the championships now, but it's not going to last long. The winning is not going to last long because LeBron's getting older, and who knows what Davis is going to do? Who knows if his body holds up? This is why you prefer to have a young team that's built up and groomed to win a championship. I like that better than super teams. I'm just being honest with you guys. I really do. I want to win and earn a championship. I don't want to build just a fucking super team. I'm tired of seeing that. And the Lakers, man, that's what they did. And that's what all these LeBron James led teams do. They're 2K teams. That's what they are. The big 3 in Miami. As a Heat fan, did I like the winning? Yes, but when the big 3 broke up, we were left with nothing but an older Dwayne Wade, that was injury prone. Chris Bosh that had health problems and he didn't pan out, and just a bunch of role players. And we were left with nothing, guys. And I just don't like that. I like a team that's going to build young stars and that's going to compete year in and year out. That's what I prefer. And they can win. They can become a dynasty. You go get a guy out of free agency. You don't got to be the greatest guy. It could be a guy like Jimmy Butler. You don't have to be the best guy out of free agency. And you do that. That's how you build a fucking roster, a championship. Not by signing all these big stars and putting a bunch of veteran role players and tell them to accept a role. Like, that gets old, guys. And I'm going to go to this little Jordan debate because everyone wants to talk about this Jordan debate. LeBron and Jordan. LeBron's not Jordan, guys. He's not Jordan. He never will be. He's not Magic. He's not Kareem. He's damn sure not Kareem. He's not Larry Bird. He's not these guys. He's not Wilt Chamberlain, talent-wise. He's not Bill Russell, winning-wise. He's not, he's not better than Tim Duncan. I'm sorry. He's not better than Tim Duncan. He's not better than Dwayne Wade. I mean, not Dwayne Wade. I'm sorry. He is better than my guy Wade. He is. But he's not better than, what's his face? Shaq. He's not better than Kobe. He's not better than these guys, man. So people need to stop skipping all these other guys. He's not better than Hakeem Olajuwon. Hell no. He's not. People need to stop skipping these guys because he is not better than the guys I just named. He's just not. He just won't be. He's top 15 at best. And I'm not being a hater. He's just not better than the names I just named you. So they need to stop with this Jordan and LeBron comparison because he's not even better than the other guys I just named you. And I'm serious when I say that. I'm not being a hater. LeBron James is a great player in his own right. He's an all-time great. Oh, yeah. But he's not better than those names I just named you. And even though he's helped us win championships, he didn't give us championships like the fucking haters will. Oh, he just gave y'all. No, he came to us to win his first ring, to learn how to win under Pat Riley, D-Wade, and Espo. He learned how to win. And UD too. He didn't give us anything. He didn't give us anything, because if he was so great and he was so good at gifting people, he would have had Cleveland win the first time around. So I don't want to hear that bullshit. LeBron's great in his own right, but don't try to just push him to the fucking moon with this bullshit BS. Every time this guy wins a championship, they want to do this shit, and he's just not. He's not Michael Jordan. He's not these guys. I'm sorry. I respect LeBron. Do I respect some of his antics? No, but I respect his greatness. I will say that. But yeah, you know, I'm going to talk more about the Heat now. It is what it is. I'm done with the Lakers and LeBron. Do I expect us to be a contender every year for now? Yeah. I don't want to see no blowback. I don't want to see no first round exit against Philly. I don't want to see Toronto beating us. I don't want to see none of that. I expect us to either make the conference finals at this point or the finals. And that's why I expect us to be. I don't want to see no bullshit, no back steps. I want to see progression. Either conference finals or bust. Conference finals or bust. I don't want to see nothing lesser. A second round is not good enough for me. Sorry. I don't want to see that. I expect a lot out of this team now. Y'all, they've showed me that they can get to the finals with this core, and they can only get better. They know what it's like to lose. Now you need to show me that you can win. Now you need to show me that you can get back to at least the conference finals next year, if not the finals. There's no excuses. This team should be able to get to compete year in and year out, especially with this young core. That is my expectations for this team. Unless there's a huge abundance of injuries and stuff like that. Other than that, this team they should make it every year, or they should contend like the Spurs did. That's what I'm looking at. You got a Tyler Hero, you got a Bam Adebayo, you still got Butler as your leader. You signed Goran Dragic back as not a role player, but as a great veteran leadership also. You know, you got Duncan Robinson. You got guys that can get you there. Derrick Jones Jr., Kendrick Nunn. You got guys that should be able to get us to the finals every year, or help get this team to the finals every year. This is a young core that can get there. So, and we should be able to add somebody in free agency this year, or this summer. Not this summer, this winter. Think about the old format. But yeah, this winter we should be able to add a center. That's what I'm looking for. We need to put Bam at the 4 and make him shoot more. Make Bam more of a jump shot, and he'll be complete. If you let Bam shoot from 3-point, he's a complete player. Because at this point, he can score in the post, he can shoot the mid-range J, and then he can shoot the 3-pointer. That is what Bam is missing. And at that point, Bam is complete. He's a complete all-star year in and year out. You need to put him at the 4. And you need to go get a guy like Andre Drummond. I want to see Andre Drummond on this team next year. I wanted him during the trade deadline because I knew we needed a big man. I said this. I had a video. You can find it on my channel, Andre Drummond. Go get Andre Drummond. Let's go get him. Why not? Why not? Give him a 1-year deal, and let's see what we can do with Andre Drummond. I want to see Andre Drummond on this team. And, a few other role players, to help this team out. And if you can, try to find a guy out of the draft. Miami Heat's good at getting guys out the draft. But that's what I want to see. I want to see Andre Drummond on this roster next year. I need to see a big man on this roster. We need a guy that can go get rebounds. There were so many times where the Lakers were just bigger than us, and they got offensive rebound after offensive rebound. We can't allow that anymore. We can't just have Bam at center. He needs to play his natural position as the 4, and he needs to start shooting more. But You know, and if you can, go look for another guard. Other than that, I'm not really interested in Victor Oladipo. Giannis would be great, but is that realistically going to happen, guys? I'm trying to be realistic here. I want a big man. But Victor Oladipo, I'm good on that. We got enough guards. Plus, I don't trust Victor Oladipo. Sorry, I don't trust Victor Oladipo to consistently, you know, be that guy. I just don't. I'm sorry. DeMar DeRozan, I really don't want a DeMar DeRozan on this team. I don't. I want to basically keep the same team, but I want to go get a big man and probably a role player too. And we can be back in the finals next year. That's the things we need to be doing this summer. Pat Riley, Mickey Anderson. You guys need to go start looking for a big guy that can go get fucking rebounds. Other than that, guys, that's the end. We had a good run. This is a great playoff series. I'm hoping Udonis Haslem finally retires. It's time for UD to go home and free up a roster spot. This is a great run, guys, and I'm proud of this team. Don't get me wrong, guys. I'm very proud of the Miami Heat because no one saw us being here. I'm very proud of what the Heat did this year, from the beginning through the pandemic, through the bubble, through the playoffs, to the finals. I am very proud of what we done this year and what we accomplished and what we basically put our name out there. That the Miami Heat is a team. It's a destination to be again. But congratulations, you Laker fans. Whatever. I hope you enjoy your 2 years of fun, because LeBron doesn't have a lot left in him, and Davis' body's not gonna hold up. I just don't see it. So I hope you guys enjoy your little fun or whatever. But Miami is looking to be consistently competitive for the next 10 to 15 years. I want to be the next Spurs. That's what I want to be. You guys tell me what you think, though. He Life for 305 out, signing out. This has been a hell of a year, a long NBA season. And yeah, you guys probably won't hear from me. I mean, I may make a video probably a day or two from now, but other than that, you won't hear from me till the free agency starts and draft, which is pretty soon anyways. But all right, guys, you guys tell me what you think about this series and this season and how it went down. And He Life for 305 out. Let's get it. I love my boys, Miami Heat.